What is going on, everyone? It is Mark here with another video, and today we are taking a look at the iPad Pro again, and more specifically, not just the iPad Pro. Let me fix the table here. Yeah, there we go. That's the stuff. Not just the iPad Pro, but kind of the top 5 things relevant to the iPad Pro. That could mean app, accessory, thing to do with it. Just in general, 5 things that I think are important for people to know about the iPad Pro / things that I enjoy on the iPad Pro. But before we get into the video, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below. And if you are already subscribed, please feel free to hit that notification bell down in that corner somewhere. That one? That one? No, that one. One in the corner, there's going to be a bell if you can click it. Okay, back to the video. So this right here is the iPad 12.9 inch. Let it recognize my face. There we go. And the first thing that I do want to bring up is the most important thing about the iPad Pro. Do not buy an iPad Pro unless you buy an Apple Pencil. This pencil right here is what makes this whole device worth it. If you don't get this, might as well get any regular old tablet. It changes this entire device from a tablet to a very functional and useful device. With the new iPad Pro and new version of the Apple Pencil, it really takes just the generic Apple Pencil into something a lot more kind of feasible and user-friendly. It attaches magnetically off to the side there, charges wirelessly, it lets you know how many percentage it is, and of course, you can use it to write handwritten notes. When I was a student, I used my iPad Pro and Pencil literally every day, multiple hours per day, multiple days per week, multiple weeks per year, multiple years per life. Moral of the story is this Apple Pencil right here makes this tablet into something extraordinary. That's a great word to say, extraordinary. Second thing is the most useful application, in my opinion, in this whole scheme of things, especially with the Apple Pencil for, I'm going to use the word students and professionals. By professionals, I mean people who take handwritten notes in general. So that's going to be Notability. I'm a huge advocate of this application. I use it all the time. I think this algorithm behind this application and the handwritten notes and just the way it works and syncs very easily with the other Apple devices is something worth noting. So Notability is a note-taking application that really takes that paper experience, that handwriting experience, and really kind of very easily translates that into an iPad feature. So yes, the 12.9, same size as a piece of paper, and the actual sheet size in the application is 8.5 by 11, which is of course letter size, so a regular sheet of paper. And you're able to customize the sheets, the color of the sheets, the color of the pencil, the thickness of the pencil, and the way you organize it is also very good. So if you take a look over to the left hand side, this is where everything gets organized. You're able to create binders and dividers. So binders is kind of like this big section that you can categorize, and dividers within those binders helps you organize it even more. I'm a huge fan of the way it kind of breaks everything down, and plus the algorithm really makes your handwriting look like handwriting. Let me show you that really quickly. So I'm just going to create a new note, take the Apple Pencil, I'm going to change the paper to lined paper and that legal yellowish paper there, and here we go. Hello, my name is Mark. That is what my handwriting looks like, and there's a whole bunch of other features that are worth noting. If you want more detail on the actual application Notability, I will leave a link down in the description where I go into some pretty in-depth features and how I use this on the day-to-day. I'll leave a link again down in the description. So that brings me to the third item on the list, which are also our client sponsors for today's video, Paperlike. Paperlike is essentially a screen protector that not only protects your screen and gives you a nice matte finish, but changes the way that it feels to write on this device. It takes it from a very smooth, glossy, plasticky feel to something that literally feels very similar to a piece of paper. So if you are someone that really likes that paper feel but wants to start getting into the electronic note-taking world, or if you're a graphical artist and you use something like Procreate, you can really take advantage of this and very easily keep that paper feel on an electronic device. You very simply apply it like a screen protector, and they give you all the stuff included in the package, and you take your iPad Pro to something very standard and kind of give it that additional little bit of a luxurious feel, makes that paper feel, kind of brings you back to the roots of writing on pen and paper, but keeps everything nice and digital. So that is Paperlike. It is genuinely perfect for people who really like to sketch or write on pieces of paper and pen or pencil, and allows them to take what they actually really liked about that pen and paper feel and bring it to something electronic. I'm a huge fan of it. Moving on to the fourth item on our list. It is Trello. Trello is an application, kind of gives you that whiteboard feel on your iPad. It's a great application for your iPad especially, but it is of course transferable between tablet, mobile device, and computer. But working with it on an iPad is fantastic. It kind of gives you these whiteboards that you're able to work within, writing things down, giving you pointers, notes, all that fun stuff. So let me just jump in really quick and show you a quick example of what you can actually use this for. So right here, you are taking a look at a little bit of a sample of what Trello will look like, but essentially you have a to-do list, video idea, and a done. I kind of put a few items in each one just so I can show you guys how it actually interacts and why it's so great and why it could help you kind of organize your thought process and get things going a little bit quicker. So in your to-do list, for example, I have editing, accounting, B-roll for phone. These are just kind of jotted ideas that I kind of use to remember what I will need to do. And within all of these things, for example, shoot B-roll for phone, you're able to tap. You can set yourself a due date, label members, you can attach people, and actually attach files. You're also able to attach notes and comments into all of this stuff to really kind of give yourself, so say on your to-do list you finish that item, you're very easily able to go slide that down to the done. What that kind of does is, one, it creates a list of things you've already completed, but say you need to go back to that, guess what? You can tap, see those notes again, and if you have to, drag it right back into your to-do list. And once something is truly completed, you can drop it here to archive. Like I said, Trello is an application that's also found on mobile device and computer, which is really nice so you can see things at different stages of the day. If you're not in front of your iPad, your computer, you always got your phone with you, which is a very nice touch. And the most important application on the face of the planet is the following: Netflix. Seriously, that is literally the fifth item on this list. Pine Gap, Big Mouth, How I Met Your Mother, Bird Box, The Bodyguard, all great shows, recommend all of them. It's genuinely a very important application for me. I hope you liked that video. If you did, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button down below. For additional brownie points, please follow me on all my social media. Links can be found, of course, down in the description below. I would like to thank Paperlike again for sponsoring this video. If, of course, you are interested in getting something like that, there'll be a link, of course, down in the description. But for now, thank you, and I will see you on the next one.